From the age of 14 to 22, I must have tried at least 10 to 15 different online businesses and failed every single one of them. I had hopes of getting rich, of not going to college, and by the time I left high school, being a millionaire. I had the biggest dreams, and not a single one of them came true. But in the last 8 months, I have started 2 successful online businesses, and I can tell you 100% that getting rich online has never been easier if you have the right vehicle and the right knowledge just to take action on. It is truly that simple. See, I'm making a transition from my first online business to my second one. I just shut down that first one to pursue my second one, which is my personal brand, which is my online coaching business full time, doing the thing that I'm truly the most passionate about. And this is what I'm going all in on. I was doing some reflective journaling and having a deep thinking session about the success I was having, being a little bit hard on myself about not making the exact amount of money that I truly wanted to be making, especially coming from making anywhere from 8 to 15K per month for the last 6 months. It was a little bit of a risk to go all in on this new venture of mine. But what I just realized in this journaling session was that I have tried so many different business models, and here I am succeeding at my second online business that I've tried in the last 8 months. Now, it may not be making me tens of thousands of dollars a month, but it has the future potential to 10x my previous business, and that's why I'm going all in on it. So in this video, I'm gonna be telling you the best business model to start, and if you haven't figured that out already, it is starting a personal brand. See, a personal brand is not just gonna give you AdSense from YouTube or Instagram or TikTok. What a personal brand is going to do for you, it's going to create an audience that's going to allow you to launch any business successfully. See, if you have tens or even hundreds of thousands of people behind you who support you, believe in you, and they can see your vision, they are going to be backing whatever business you start. There's so many different businesses that you could potentially start. It doesn't matter what the specific business is. What matters is that you have an audience that is behind you that believes in the things that you believe. So you need to get out there. You need to put out your beliefs into the world, whatever it is that you believe in. And this is going to change over time, and you're going to have constant things evolving. It's never going to stay the same, but you need to constantly put out who you are as a person, what you believe in, what you're doing, and you want to try to inspire and help people. If you can do those things, you are going to have an audience that backs you with any business that you start. So right now, the business I'm starting is a life coaching business that helps guys with any single one of their needs that they need help with, whether it's dating, fitness, mindset, discipline. The list goes on. It could be anything, starting their own online business. Anything that a guy needs help with, I can help coach them on. And that is my business, is life coaching. This all started because 6 months ago, I started a personal brand thinking that it was going to help me with my high ticket sales business. I was successfully running a high ticket sales coaching business, completely separate from having a social media personal brand. And I was thinking, oh, well, if I got my social media personal brand up and running, I'll be able to sell this 10 times easier. And that was my original thought process. So the point of me saying this is you don't need to know the end goal of what your personal brand business is going to be. You're going to have many businesses and you're going to have many entrepreneurial ventures and things that you do, but a personal brand is the most valuable asset that you can have. You see this. Iman Gadzhi right now is launching the ads for his new thing. I don't remember exactly what it's called, but he is launching something that is helping people build a personal brand. He's got a small YouTube channel that he's just starting up to promote strictly this new launch of this I don't know what you would call it, course, mentorship program, coaching program, whatever it is that he's selling specifically. It is about building a personal brand so that you can too have the success that he's had. See, every single one of his businesses, whether it's the Agency Accelerator, his Gadzhi Eyewear, have all been backed by his personal brand, and this is why he's been so successful. His personal brand is the reason that he's been able to literally have insane success with every single one of his ventures. And this goes for every single influencer that you see online. I'll give you another one, someone who I really like and I feel that our values and things are deeply aligned, is Jack Hopkins. I've been watching him since the start. I was watching Hamza, and I actually started my own personal brand at the same time that Jack did. His level of self-development was far ahead of mine, and I wasn't able to continue this. So this was 3 years ago. and I stopped. I had to get life experience. I took on sales roles. Some of you know the story, but I actually watched Jack throughout this entire time, and he started many different businesses. He first had a testosterone boosting program, then he had the 10K accelerator for high ticket sales and just, overall life improvement, and then he's got the new Elite. Every single one of his businesses has been a success since he's had the personal brand. This is the key to having success in the modern day, is building a personal brand that is going to back whatever entrepreneurial venture that you take on. And on top of that, you're gonna get the AdSense or whatever platform you're on. You're gonna get paid once your audience is big enough and you can monetize it that way. You're gonna get money from that source, and it's gonna be a revenue stream for you. But the main idea is that you are gonna build businesses that you can use your personal brand to promote and back. That is the key to getting rich, and this is gonna be the future. There is not gonna be any other way to get rich. If you wanna try and start online businesses, you need to have a personal brand. I cannot stress this enough. I started realizing this about a year ago exactly, before I started my first successful business. 3 months before, I was watching some different things online. I don't want to go into depth on what it was, but I was having a lot of insights into realizing where I went wrong 3 years ago, what other people were doing, how everything was all tying together. And I was just putting together all the dots and realizing that the personal brand was an absolute necessity. And I didn't have the courage at the time, or I didn't have the level of success that I had when I started my personal brand. So I didn't start it until June of 2024, after I just made tens of thousands of dollars online from my first successful business. That was when I was able to come to YouTube and start posting and put myself out there. But I wish I started earlier, and I actually did. Like I said, I started the same time Jack started 3 years ago. I was on TikTok, I was on YouTube, but I panicked. I started the personal brand. It wasn't truly authentic. I was saying some things that weren't in alignment with the highest version of myself. I was just kind of copying guys like Tate, who I saw were having success. I was just trying to get attention, but I didn't know how to monetize it. I didn't know how to turn it into any sort of business. So that is why I veered from there. I went into sales and I learned all the things that I needed to learn. I think it was a good journey to go on to develop myself and become the best version of myself. Because if I just started making tens of thousands of dollars when I was that young kid and didn't have any real life experience, I think it would have been the worst thing for me. I would have just been sheltered and had all this money and success without having to have any difficulties in life. I wouldn't have had some difficulties that I can now speak about and tell stories about. This is all extremely valuable. I just don't think I was truly ready. I don't think that was the path I was supposed to take. So although it was a great idea and I would have had tons of success, I had to go out there and have the difficult life experiences. So no matter what, going back in time, I would have kept the personal brand and built it into something that I could have started something small with and built off of it. That is the best thing I could have done, but there's nothing you can do about the past. But looking back, that was a gold mine that I had tapped into. I was on the key to success. If I kept that personal brand from 3 years ago between TikTok and YouTube, I would now be sitting on millions of dollars. Millions of dollars. Stopping that was the biggest mistake I made. But like I said, I got so much life experience in this meantime that I believe it was for the best, because I'm now a completely different person. I'm so much more self-developed, and I can come with so many more stories, so much more life experience, so much more hardship that I've had to go through in order to gain the success that I have now. So what would I recommend for every single one of you watching this video is to start a personal brand, and the specific place to do it is going to be on YouTube. Long form content is going to convert you clients like nothing else will. See, on Instagram, you might see someone for a couple, 10, 20, 30 seconds. It's not going to convert the same way as me sitting down for 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes talking to you, you seeing about my life, every one of my experiences. It's going to gain another level of liking and trust, which are all super essential for the sales process. See, when you're starting a personal brand, what you're doing is you're creating a massive sales funnel. And at the top of this funnel is the content, where people are just seeing who you are, they're learning about you, they're starting to like you, and as they go down, they're gonna learn about all your stories, your life experiences, and then they're gonna learn about the opportunities that you present them with. Whatever that is that can better their life in some way, shape, or form, And the ones who make it all the way down this funnel are going to become the clients that you gain. So it's absolutely essential that you start building your personal brand. The longer you wait, like me waiting 3 years and stopping it was the biggest mistake ever. Like I said, there was benefits that came from it, whatever. But if I can go back in time, I would have kept that personal brand, and that would have made me so much more money. And I would have probably gained life experience anyway, but it's all right. I'm not gonna regret the past. It was all part of the plan. But every single one of you right now should start a personal brand. And if you're struggling with the internals and your level of self-development, if you don't feel you can put yourself out there, that is what you need to be working on, is self-developing yourself to the point where you can put yourself out there on the internet confidently and actually take these next steps. So now we're gonna wrap it up. And if you are someone who wants to start a personal brand, if you don't know where to start, if you feel like you need to self-develop to actually even get close to starting, then I offer a free 30-minute coaching call where you can book that in with me, where we can dive into your current situation, every single aspect of your life. We can build out your dream life and give you actionable steps in order to achieve it. If that sounds of interest, book in with the Calendly link down below. I'll see you on there. Everyone else, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. We're going to be teaching life maxing on here, so getting better in every single aspect of your life. If that sounds of interest, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next video.